Hey YouTube, I'm here to make another quick little video relating, I guess it's somewhat to politics. And I have the hiccups, by the way, so if I hiccup during the video, just kind of ignore that. And that's my phone. But I'm not re-recording this. Well, this is a point brought up by how the world works. I won't mention his real name because I don't really support, well, I've done it recently, but I'm trying to get away from people using other people's actual names instead of their YouTube channel names. But his username is How the World Works. You all know that. If you're watching my videos, odds are you know who he is. But in his critique of the story of stuff, he goes over, he kind of bashes her analysis of what happens when we industrialize other countries, like when companies here industrialize other countries and bring the indigenous peoples out of their home and basically put them into slums or ghettos, which is what happens. Granted, they are making money and they are able to buy things to live, I guess you could say. I don't know what the standards are for it, and I don't think they're very high. But he said that capitalism has brought more people out of poverty than any other system. But when this happens to indigenous peoples, does it really bring them out of poverty? Because when you industrialize a nation, doesn't that effectively raise their poverty line, or the line at which, you know, the poverty line, I guess you could say. Doesn't that effectively raise it? And so as they're making more money, they're going to be paying more for housing, goods, medical coverage, or medical care if they are able to even get any. But blindly saying that it's brought them out of poverty is kind of a blanket statement that doesn't have much value to it. That's like when he says that more people, or that people in China don't make any money because their poverty line is, or, you know, China has less of a percentage of people below the poverty line. And I think he's argued, or some people have argued, that their poverty line is set very low. But as a national line, it's probably pretty accurate to what they have to make to be able to live comfortably. I'm getting sick of these hiccups, sorry. To live comfortably. And you can't compare, you know, somebody who makes $2 in Indonesia to somebody who makes 14 in the United States. And, you know, you can't say, you know, those people live under the or above the poverty line, but it doesn't really matter because they can make $14 an hour here. If they made $14 an hour there, they'd probably be living fairly comfortably compared to somebody who makes $14 an hour here and has 2 to 3 jobs because they can't support their family. But I was just wondering what the few people who watch me think about this situation. Do you think that saying that capitalism has brought more people out of poverty, is that really true? I mean, you could say it has brought quite a few people out of poverty in the United States, of course, but we're starting to have a falter in the system clearly at this moment, and it's because of screw-ups both in the government and the private areas. And I was just wondering if you think that that comparison is unfair, because bringing an indigenous country out of, or bringing them to an industrialized state effectively raises the poverty line. And I just wanted to know what you guys thought about it. But I'll stop fucking hiccuping in your face. Have a good day. Ugh, fuck. Have a good day, guys.